Hi, everyone. I am Selin Duran with,
Brandon Beston,
we are Spill the Tea.
build the block.
And today it's been a minute. Who's
Oh
missed
my
us
gosh. I haven't seen you
since May?
since May.
We're
Yeah.
already in July.
Yeah. So we're back together.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
had a lot going on in June.
We had a lot going on in June. We wrapped up May. We were both on in June, but just not together.
Yeah.
We both had guest speakers.
Yeah, it was fun.
Which was kind of different and unique, and we liked it. And I think it was great.
Yeah.
How did your guest speaker like being on?
He loved it. Yeah. Yeah. He got a lot of good feedback.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. He feels like he's the celebrity now.
Yeah.
So you're welcome, Alex.
Josh, did you lose the page?
Where do I go on it?
Just lift it up. Look at the bottom and just pull it back up.
Go to Chrome.
And I don't.
You have to use the mouse to get to Chrome.
Yeah, it's just probably dropped down there.
Yeah. You want to bring it here? Okay.
Yeah, we're continuing to learn.
Yeah, one second. All right.
Just making sure it's going live everywhere like we promised every time. Just go.
There we go.
So we are back. How has life been treating you? Work, personal, all of the things. What have you been up to this hot bad boy summer?
Oh my gosh. June was Pride Month. So it was busy, a lot of events, a lot of parties, a lot of advocacy events, a lot of fundraisers. It was a great time. Was as we talked about, I was the Grand Marshal for Edgewater Pride. That was probably one of the highlights of my year and my summer and my Pride.
Yeah.
Definitely a great honor. I do a lot of advocacy and a lot of work in the community, and so just to be like seen and appreciated and
recognized for
recognized, it was really, really, really cool. So I'm definitely glad it's July. I love June. Pride is my favorite holiday. I always tell people that it's my favorite holiday. But it was exhausting.
Eventful.
There was a lot going on this year. So I think the trans community is under attack. So definitely lifting up our voices and making sure, one, that we're speaking out and getting the word out about the anti-trans ballot initiatives in Colorado, but then also just remembering that like the point of anti-LGBT folks is they want to take our joy away. And so the cool thing about Pride is that we get to celebrate and we get to be joy and we get to be joyful and be in community. And we always say joy is part of the resistance. So yeah.
This was the first, I think, probably I would say in a long time that I missed Pride.
Yeah, you've been busy and traveling. Yeah, what have you been up to?
So we had a busy June. I did a post on social media the other day. I just felt super happy, grateful. We did a little mini vacation with my husband and our younger son, West. Our older
Tell me about
boys.
that. Where'd y'all go?
We flew into Vegas, drove to Utah.
Well, before you drove, what'd you see in Vegas?
Oh, we eat good. My 6-year-old wants to go back, or he likes Vegas because he likes to shop.
Yeah.
He don't care about
just like his mama.
Yeah, seriously. We're in the stores, like, what could we buy? But we had a quick lunch there. We went and seen the Michael Jackson live show.
How was that?
It was really good. It was good. The person that impersonated him was really good. West is like a fan, I think, because the movie that just came out. So that was really cool for him to see. Then drove to Utah, spent a couple of days there, and then came back to Vegas, spent a day there, and then came home. And then our older boys were in Europe for 2 weeks. And
are they back?
They're back.
Okay.
They're back. It's safe. Everything is good. It was a really good experience for them.
Yeah.
And so I have to share more of their photos. But yeah, it was just a good month overall.
That's awesome.
I feel good about it. But yeah, I was sad.
And that was and that wasn't even business. How's business been the last month for you?
It's doing really good.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that thing where you don't want to one, when you do the work and you put in the time, you see the outcome of it, you know? And so I think it's a hard market for a lot of people, a lot of agents, but also a lot of buyers and sellers not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
But it was my second biggest month that I've had. I had 6 closings in June.
That's amazing.
So that was really like exciting. And
so you had a lot of money to shop in Vegas.
You know,
I'm kidding.
a little bit.
Kidding.
I'm trying to be better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to practice what I preach, and like, trying to get out of the debt that we're in and trying to get back on track with things. So it was a blessing because I was able to like get ahead and do the things that I wanted to do with,
your family.
Yeah. So it was a good month.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And good weather.
Yeah.
Except for the fires that are starting.
I know. It's so sad.
I know.
And this weekend is 4th of July weekend, and we'll talk about some events coming up later in the episode. But I've heard like over 50 fireworks shows have been canceled.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
It's and we were kind of expecting it.
Don't irresponsibly shoot off fireworks, because we do not need more fires. There's 8 wildfires in Colorado right now. So definitely be responsible.
Go to the fireworks show. It's very hard because like my husband's laughing because we are a fireworker, lighter offer type of people,
family.
And so it's like, you want to do the right
thing. What was that? A fireworker, lighter offer
type of family.
I love that. Hashtag.
So, but definitely be safe no matter what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I think
be responsible. It's not worth it.
You don't want to be the responsible party for starting a fire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been so dry.
Yeah.
So,
but I think we were kind of expecting that because of how much snow
we didn't get.
Yeah. I was glad that we did get rain in the last couple of months. I felt like it was a good amount of rain, but still not enough the drought that we were on.
Not enough.
Yeah.
So.
But other than that, it's good. I'm enjoying life. I'm trying to just be positive, change the things that I need to change within myself.
Yeah.
Focus on the relationships that really matter and the people that pour into me, pouring back into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely missed you.
Yeah.
I know.
Same.
The other day, I was going to text you, but I was like, we'll save it for the pod. I drove by the garden.
Yes.
That we built, and it looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was there a couple weeks ago in the little vegetables.
Yeah.
And like, it's cool.
All the plants are coming up.
Through.
Yeah. All the seeds we planted. Yeah.
Yep. I need to go back and spend some time there, especially on a Thursday. They do bingo.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. So I think it'd be fun to go play some bingo with the elders.
Oh, should we do a live show
there?
Oh, we'll have to think about that.
Yeah. We might have to do it during the day.
Brainstorm how we're going to do that.
But other than that,
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So this weekend's the holiday. What are you doing for the holiday?
Tomorrow we are going to Coors Village. This will be like our 4th, 5th annual tradition. We go with a couple of other families, and we go on the field and watch the fireworks. So that's been a thing now, and the kids love it. Everybody loves it. And then Saturday we are going to a friend's house for a barbecue.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
What about you?
I have no plans, and I'm so excited.
Yeah. Honestly, it's
after June. I know my friends are like, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" I'm like, "No, I don't." Yeah. I mean, if I feel like it, I might go do something. But after June, I'm excited to just lay low because I'm going on vacation about a week and a half. I'm going to Provincetown.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, for my birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up. So
7/11.
7/11. Yeah, 7 twice. Thanks, Beyonce, for the song.
I do like to do this sometimes for some of the people. Is drop your Venmo account on your birthday. So if anybody wants to be just nice and buy you a little drinky.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and do that for Brandon on 7/11.
I'll have to look and see what my name is on Venmo.
How do you feel about getting older in life?
I love it.
You don't mind it?
I love it. No,
you're embracing it.
Yeah. I'm so happy with who I'm becoming and where I'm at. Getting older doesn't bother me because there's a lot of people that don't have the chance to get older.
Yeah.
So I love it.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still young.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be 30/11. Just kidding. That's 41
times
for those
3.
who can't do math. Oh, not times 3. Careful. I'm not that comfortable with being older.
So that's good. My mom's birthday is coming up. Her birthday is July 7th.
Cancer.
So yep.
Yep.
I'm excited. She's in New Mexico right now. That's kind of been her little tradition to go out there the weekend of her birthday.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
A lot of birthdays in June too that passed.
Yeah.
Tons.
Anybody?
A lot of people
in your family. Yeah.
So July.
Those cold winter months make summer babies.
It's either around Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And they're popping in November and December, or then the summer babies.
Yeah.
The parents are keeping warm.
Yep. Exactly. So
awesome.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
So today my idea to bring into our topic of conversation in regards to real estate is new construction.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Some people call it new builds, but we want to kind of go over all things you need to know about new construction, because I feel like I see on Facebook, I hear it from other agents in our office. People just do not know enough about new construction.
Yeah.
So we're going to be going over the misconceptions, the do's, the don'ts, the pros, the cons, all things you need to know about new construction and how we're able to help you navigate through that process.
Yeah. And we'll throw in some experiences we've had with clients in there. Yeah.
So let's jump into it.
Let's get into it. Let's get into the misconceptions.
Okay.
What's the T?
The friendly sales agent in the model home. What is their role? If somebody sees a sign that says new construction, agent model open, duty. Come in.
Yeah.
So you're chilling on a Saturday, you just had breakfast and you
want to go look at houses.
You want to go look in the sign. The person that's sitting in the sales office, what is their role?
They work for the builder. So in almost every single case, when you go to a new build community, the salesperson in the model homes in the sales office, they are the representative. They're the agent for the builder. They're representing the seller. So the builder in this case is the seller. So I think a misconception is that they're there to work for you. Yes, they're friendly. Yes, they're very helpful, but their goal is to work for the seller. And we all know in a transaction, it's important that each party has a representative. So so I think a misconception is that agent is there to help you. And yes, they'll help you. But I think it's very important that you, if you're interested in buying a new build, that you talk to your real estate agent or your representative. Or if you don't have one, talk to us. Talk to us if you don't have one, because we're there to represent you.
Yeah. And that goes into the second part of the misconception. I think a lot of people say, I didn't know I needed an agent, or they think that the sales price increases due to using an agent.
Yeah.
Or that they might get a better deal or money back if they don't use an agent. But that is wrong. That is not the truth. It is often already in, no matter what, every new construction is pretty much paying an agent in some way. It's either more money back into the sales pocket, or where it's designed to go for agents and to be represented.
Yeah, you're not going to get a better deal if you don't use your own representation or your own broker, if you don't call one of us to help you buy a new build. The builders have a marketing budget that they use to pay or to compensate real estate agents to bring buyers to the transaction.
Yeah.
And so that's you're not gonna get a better deal. You're not gonna save money. It doesn't cost the client
absolutely nothing.
The builder's prepared to pay that compensation.
Yeah. The price is going to stay the same no matter what. And again,
everything in real estate's negotiable, but that all gets compensated by the builder.
Yes. And I think I meant to say this earlier, but for a sales rep, their job is to represent the seller in the best way. Mm-hmm. And so they're there to advocate for the seller always. And so you definitely just want an agent in your corner to just make sure. And
that's going to advocate for you.
Yeah. And also the contracts. They're big, intimidating contracts, but there's certain parts within some of those contracts where I tell clients, like, if you don't know how to read that and they happen to go over it, then you don't know what it's really saying.
Right.
A lot of the new construction contracts will have in there that if the home does not appraise at the purchase price, buyers are still obligated to buy it.
Yeah.
And so that
means
at
the agreed price.
Yeah, at the agreed price. So things like that, not knowing, there's not very many ways to get your earnest money back.
Yeah.
So that's kind of locked in. And so as an agent, we can negotiate earnest money amount. We can negotiate sales price. We can negotiate extra incentives and closing cost credits. So a lot
ways
of times,
to get out of the deal.
Yeah, ways to get out of the deal. Because I think a lot of people see the price there and they think that's what they have to pay.
Yeah.
But I think if you're working with an agent, we like to lower that price.
Yeah, call us. So again, just a reminder, we're always going to drop the form, our Google form in the chat below after this, after we get out of here. But if you are interested in learning about new builds, if you're interested in working with one of us to help you purchase a home or sell any property, fill out that form below. Yeah, I think, and you touched on this a little bit, but I think it's important for people to know that the contracts that you use for a new build is the builder's contract. Mm-hmm. It's written to protect the builder, because the builder is the builder and also the seller. So they're definitely going to use the contract that's going to protect them. So it's important that you have an advocate that, one, knows what the contract means and how to read it, and to negotiate ways to protect you.
Yeah. And then also within that, I lost it. What was I going to say? Yeah, I think it's super important to read that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
the contracts are different than our contracts.
Yeah, it's a builder contract.
If you've bought in a home before or sold a home, the contract is definitely not going to look like ours. And so you need to know how to read them.
Yep.
So super important.
Yep.
Do we want to go over any builder incentives right now, or wait for the cons or the pros for that?
Let's go. Let's talk about it when we go into the pros.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's what we're going to go into next, right? Is the pros.
Yep.
So the shiny stuff. What are some of the pros of buying a new build?
For me, what I tell people, everything is new.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know.
Nobody has sat on the toilets.
That's
my favorite part.
Nobody sat on the toilets. Everything's new. For me, I'm not the handiest person. No job to my husband. He's not the handiest person, and that's okay.
We all have our skills.
Yeah. And so we bought our house 10 years ago, new.
It was a new build?
New build. Awesome. And so we've been there for 10 years, and now we're starting to have to do things or take maintenance. But the first 7-8 years was like peace of mind. You don't have to worry about anything going out, anything failing. And I think with new construction, everything is new. You get warranties with it. So oftentimes a 1 year to 2 year warranty to cover things that just happen within the house.
Yeah.
And then you get like an 8 to 10 year foundation.
Depending on the builder. Yeah. Yeah. There's warranties that come with new builds. So that's one of the pros. And yeah, like as somebody that owns a home that is 100
you're just dealing with it now.
My home is 121 years old. She is an old girl. I don't know if we talked about it on the pod, but like I had a small kitchen leak that turned into a 3-floor renovation.
You're still dealing with it?
No, it's done now.
Okay.
But it was supposed to be a small little project that when they opened it up, they're like, oh yeah, that pipe, the main pipe that, the main drain pipe that all the plumbing goes into, that's been there for 121 years. It has a crack in it.
Oh no.
So yeah, that small leak became a big project. So that's one of the pros with a new build, is that that everything in there is new. Most things are under warranty, at least for the first year.
Yeah. I think it's a fresh start too, right? Yeah. So that if you do own the home for 120 years or however long, but you are proactive on maintaining those things that we just we don't need to do. So you own a home, but you have to properly service the furnace every couple of years, the AC, the water heater, just do regular maintenance. And so when you're as old as the home that you're living in, you don't have all those problems, and it just makes the integrity of the home last longer. Yeah.
I think the energy costs are also, can be more or better in a new build, because everything's newer. It's built to current codes.
Yeah. I think that kind of goes into like the next
energy efficiency. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them is the HERS rating.
Yeah.
So that's like a big thing. And so buying new is that you have everything up to code, and it has to pass through several different inspections to be up to code based on what city it's in. Yeah.
And depending on when you bought the home, what's behind the walls, where things are behind the walls. If you're buying it from dirt, everything. If you're buying it from before they put the drywall up, where the plumbing is, where the electricals is, you know where everything is behind the walls before they put the drywall up.
Yeah. And I think another pro to buying new construction is you'll do a new home orientation where the general contractor manager for that project will walk you through how to actually operate your home
and maintain
it, which with resale, we don't really get.
You just never know what's behind those walls.
It. Yeah. So I think that's a pro. And then I think also not too many builders in Colorado are kind of like pick your lot, pick your home and build it from the ground up, pick your finishes. There are some builders that still offer that service, right. But then you also get to pick kind of your lot, what layout you want, how much bedroom square footage you want, and then also the finishes. You know, they have a lot of them have different color packages. So if you like a white cabinet, a gray cabinet, brown or whatever color, you get to kind of have that picking in it. Yeah.
And again, depending on the builder, either they'll have like a design package that you could pick at from, or, I mean, it's been a few years since I think this has happened, but you can go to a design studio and you can pick everything. Can be a little overwhelming.
Not if you take me.
Can get pricing, or can get pricey. But if you have to make all those decisions, some people love it, and some people just want like, okay, this is a good design package. All these things look together, or look good together. So
I had one where we did that. They got to go to the design center, and he's like, "Selling, you can sit out on this appointment."
Oh,
because I'm like, oh yeah, you should get that. I'm building my house. For them, and the wife is like, I want you there, and the husband's like, I think you should set it out. I have a budget. I don't want you to blow our budget. No, because like
let's get into the cons. Yes. So one of the cons with new builds is that there may be the base price, and the base price may not be what you end up paying at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So what that means is like, say you do pick a new construction site where you pick the home, pick the lot, they have the base price, right? So everything is an addition. So if you want AC, that's more money. A garage door opener, that's more money. Backsplash, that's more money. If you wanted extended wood floors through a certain level, that's more money. So sometimes when you're doing those customizations, your base price then increases to all what they call as options and upgrades. And so sometimes you're going to be paying more if you do choose to go the custom route.
Yep. And again, each builder is different, and we can walk you through which, where the options are.
We should have researched to see how many
are still doing that.
I kind of have. I know Toll Brothers does it. KB does it.
Last client I took through that was Oakwood.
I think Oakwood might still do it.
Okay.
But I know for sure KB and Toll Brothers. But we should have see how many new construction builders there actually are in Colorado.
Oh, there's tons.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know that number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good number to know though.
All right, we'll look that up.
Yeah. And then also some cons too is like, unfortunately with new construction, you don't get to pick the closing date. There can be delays. So all of that can adjust. So you really don't have that much control over it. Yeah. As for resale, when we're writing up the contract, we kind of get to choose the closing date.
Yeah.
And they are pretty firm. I haven't had any builder once they pick those dates, they're pretty solid unless there's something on the building end that's delayed.
Yeah, I know a few years ago when there were supply chain issues, there was all sorts of delays because getting supplies, getting
and that's
doors, getting garage doors. There was, I think one of the new builds I did, they were waiting just for the garage doors. But if you can't close the house, you can't get an occupancy agreement or certificate of occupancy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, I think that's.
So you have to be, if you're going to do a new build, you definitely have to be prepared to be flexible. Do not schedule your movers until we advise you to.
Yeah.
Do not tell your landlord you're out.
Until it's done.
Until we know.
And I think it's gotten a lot better. But I remember back in the contracts again say that they'll give you a timeline, but that may not always be the time that you get it.
Yes, you have to be ready.
Yeah.
And especially with uncertain, like depending if you're building from a dirt lot.
Too. That's a lot longer.
Interest rates can change over the time from when you contract to the time that you're ready to lock your loan. The interest rates can change. So your monthly payment can change. So that's just something you have to be aware of. And that's why it's important to have an advocate on your side that can walk you through that and advise you on that.
And I think that's why a lot of the builders kind of went away with that once the interest rates started to rise.
Yeah. A lot of builders tell them what builders are doing now.
So a lot of builders are doing all spec homes. So you don't get to pick your lot.
So what's a spec home? Tell us what that means.
A spec home is they've already picked out the floor plan for it. Well, the floor plan is already there, but they've already picked out all the finishes.
Yep.
So you can't go in and change anything. You can't add a fireplace. You can't take away a fireplace. You can't add, if you want to convert an office to a den, you can't do that. It's already completely, they picked the lot, they picked the model, they picked the finishes. Hey, there's this home at this price. If you want it, take it.
Yeah.
And so I think they did that.
The nice thing with that is that it's almost move-in ready. I mean, in most cases,
so
they're ready to move in.
Yep.
So your interest rate, you can know what your payment's going to be at that point.
Yeah.
So it's just deciding, okay, which new build in this, which spec home in this community do I want?
Yep. And you don't really have to have those delays when that's happening. They're like, these homes are available to close in July. And so I think they went away with that because I remember when the interest rates were super low and then they spiked high. A lot of people fell out of contract.
I had a buyer that lost because he was no longer qualified when the interest rates skyrocketed.
Yeah. I think we were at like a 3.95 or something like that in January, went under contract, and they got a kind of a dirt start. They got to pick some stuff, but they were ready to be moved in May, June. While that's when the rates spiked and then their interest rate was like 6 something. And then they were like, we don't want to pay that. Yeah. So I think that's why builders started to shift away from doing that. And then also another con is a lot of people hate to live in construction zones.
Yeah.
So
nails in your tires.
Yep. And it could be anywhere. Some building times are like 2 to 3 years, sometimes 4 years.
Depending on the community, depending on how big it is. Yeah.
Yep. But what I tell people is you get the best prices, best incentives at the beginning of a project. Yeah. So if you're the first couple of homes, by the time the development
noise
is done,
and dirt is gonna it's some equity.
Yeah, it is worth it. And then also towards the end of the build, because if they have only a few homes to sell, they want to move on to the next project. So that's the best way to get the best incentives.
Yep.
So yeah.
One of the other cons, just depending on the builder, depending on the market and what's going on, what incentives they're offering. Some builders may not put in the landscaping. So they may not do the backyard landscaping. So that may be an additional cost for you. They may not have the appliances. Again, if you're having a real estate agent, that can help negotiate some of these extra things like the appliances, blinds, things like that, that's why you definitely want to have an advocate on your side. Yeah.
Typically they don't provide the backyard landscaping, fencing for the backyard, blinds, washer and dryer, refrigerators. So those are all items that will have to be additionally added.
Could potentially additional cost.
Yep.
Yeah. And I do want to call, I have a friend that's getting some landscaping done right now. It's not on a new build, but it's a company out there that I think is, they're doing a great job and my friend's very happy with their work. So I just wanted to call a local landscaping company. It's Beston Landscape Design. So they're landscape design companies. So we'll put their information in the comments below, but just wanted to call them out since we're talking about landscaping.
Because landscaping is expensive.
Yeah, but they did. My friends, I mean, he's been posting pictures every day, and he was saying that it was supposed to be like a 3-week project, and they're going to be done in 15 days, which is awesome. We love a contractor that works ahead of schedule, not behind schedule.
Yes. Yeah. And some pros, we'll close it up with the pros. And so I was able to just get some buyers under contract.
Oh yeah.
At a fixed rate and they're moving in at the beginning of the development. So they're getting a lot of incentives, as low as 4.875.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. There are also some in each builder is a little bit different. This is the best. This is the lowest that I could find right now. For 7 years, a 3.875. Some of them are offering closing costs. So they cover all of your closing costs. Some of them are offering backyard landscaping and then move-in packages. And a lot of the builders, their move-in packages are blinds, washer and dryer, and refrigerator. So there's a ton of incentives. So if you've been on the fence about interest rates and that's holding you back, I say, let's see what options you have because they're building all over and everyone offers something different to make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's important to note is that the incentives are always changing. Depending on the builder, the incentives are going to be different. The interest rates are always going to change. So, of course, we can't quote anything what we can guarantee you today. But if you're interested, reach out to us because we can look at all the options that are out there and see if there's a good option for you.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Should we get into the do's and the don'ts?
Yes. So the first one is the don't is kind of what we talked about earlier.
Okay, yeah.
Don't walk in without one of us.
Yeah. If Sally and Duran or Brandon Beston are not by your side, reverse, call us, park the car. Yes. Do not park the car. Do not pass go. Yeah. Do not go into that sales office. Sometimes if you go into the sales office before if your real estate broker or one of us is not with you, then depending on the builder, they won't work with us.
Yep. And then also don't fall in love with a model home. But do fall in love with a model home.
But it's important to know, it's what's possible.
Yes.
But know that the model home has what the model home is showing you is all, in most cases, all of the options, all of the upgrades, all of everything that's possible in that home, but it's going to have, in most cases, about $100,000 of upgrades and
you're going to be paying a lot more for that type of home. Also, people can buy the model homes.
Yeah,
I've helped several families buy a model home. At the end of it, when it's closed out. Yeah. Some builders even allow you to buy it prior. And you could rent it back to the builder until they're done.
I've not heard of this.
Me and Josh thought about it.
That's awesome.
I think he even ran some numbers for us because one of the dream finders. You could actually buy their model home and they'll rent it back from you. And the money that you get back, it's really a no-brainer to not do
talk
it.
About investing.
Yep. And then also,
Josh, how would the financing work on that? Can you talk into your mic? Come on, producer Josh. I don't hear you.
No, he doesn't know. I think the financing could all work depending on each person.
Is that your cord unplugged right there on the floor?
It is.
Maybe not.
But I think, the financing could look different for everybody. Like how
because if you're not doing owner occupant,
if you're not doing owner occupant, where I think our percentage would have to be 10% down for us to work with our current home, things like that.
Because you're buying it as an investment property, not an owner occupied property. So the financing will be different.
Yep.
So, and then, again, something to reach out to us, and our lovely producer Josh or one of our preferred lenders can help you.
Yep. And also you can buy the model homes fully staged.
I have had somebody do that.
Yep. That's really fun.
Yeah.
You buy it at today's price versus tomorrow's price.
Yep.
Oh, and Josh, if you didn't hear that, Josh was saying that you're buying it at today's price and not at the end of when they're doing the, at tomorrow's price.
Yeah. So if you could buy it, if you could buy a model home now, like if you go with Dream Finders or other builders that offer that, just think about the value and the equity that's going to grow in the next 2 to 3, sometimes 5 years until the development's fully done.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah, I'll send you some. They're nice.
Talk about a good investment property. Pretty.
Yeah, and they
well maintained.
They pay back. It was gonna cover our mortgage, plus we'd make additional money on top of it.
That sounds like a good investment. So reach out to us and we'll look into that for you. Okay, so that sounds like a do to me.
Yeah,
we're talking about the don'ts.
I think we talked about the cons.
We're talking about don't fall in love with the model home. That's where we got off track.
Yep. Don't max out your budget on upgrades. So making sure what's really important to you. Some of the rough-in stuff, like adding a fireplace, that's going to be harder to do later on.
Yeah.
But like
backsplash. So the builder will call it a structural upgrade. So there's structural upgrades and then there's like the cosmetic upgrades. Yeah. So like structural would be like a fireplace, rough-ins for a basement bathroom or an additional bathroom, maybe on the main floor, or
sometimes
a covered deck. What are some
pop out? Sometimes they'll have like a pop out and
extra square footage. Yeah.
A lot of them I see in the dens. The front bedroom could be add a door and a closet to make a bedroom.
Yep.
Or add doors to make a den. So there's different things like that are optional upgrades.
So I think what we're saying is that like again, don't max out your budget on your upgrades, but if you're going to do upgrades, think about the structural things that it's going to be harder and more expensive to do down the road.
Yeah.
Because like replacing carpet, like upgrading your carpet from the builder grade to a fancier carpet down the road is going to be a lot cheaper and a lot, it's not going to be, you're not tearing things out.
Yeah.
Or walls down.
You don't necessarily have to finance that, right? Like if you want extended carpet upstairs, that's something that I'd say probably do it after closing, because then you are then financing it at that point versus doing it later.
Or like paint is a good example. Something that's easy to change later.
Yeah.
That you're not, you maybe not want to finance the upgraded paint.
Yeah. So some of those things you can add. And then don't assume the closing date is fixed. So
we talked about that already.
Yeah, we talked about that.
You have to be very flexible.
Also, what you should do when buying a new construction, we still always advise all of our clients to still do a house inspection. You could either do it before closing, or we've recommended at like 10 months, like let the
10 months after you've bought it. So the house has settled.
And then really doing the home inspection then, because that comes with a 1-year warranty.
Yeah. So most builders will do, they call it an 11-month walk. So they'll walk through your property 11 months after you moved in, because to see if there's any issues that need to be fixed before that 1-year warranty runs out.
Yeah.
So when you're buying a new build, the cool thing about buying a new build is that, like we talked about, everything's built to current code.
Yeah.
Everything's new. Everything's beautiful and unused. But it's also, everything has to go, there's so many inspections that builders have to go through to make sure that everything's up to code and standards.
Per city.
Yeah. So depending on the city or the county. So you are having those city and county inspections that are happening, but it's also, you're more than welcome to also have your own inspector come in and do an inspection before closing, just to make sure that if there's any issues, even new builds, I tell clients all the time, you can buy a new build home or you can buy a 125-year-old home like me. There's always going to be issues because they're built by hand.
Yeah.
So.
And then also with new construction, if you are, depending on the phase and the time you go under contract, you can do a pre-drywall inspection or electrical inspection. So after each major component of adding to the home, an inspection can be done.
I love doing a pre-drywall inspection.
I've actually have never done one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a few years because now that's on a lot of spec homes where the drywall is already up. But the really cool thing about doing a pre-drywall inspection is you're walking through the property with the superintendents. One, you're making sure that all the outlets that you've selected, all the upgrades that you've selected of where the lights are supposed to be, any extra lights that you put in, making sure everything's where it's supposed to be, that you were contracted and that you agreed to. But then also what my clients will do is they'll take a video of the entire home before the drywall goes up, so that down the road, if they want to hang a TV, they know exactly where the studs are, and they know where any electrical wires or plumbing is, or gas lines are, so that you can you're not once the drywall's up, you don't know what's back there. So if you have the video, you can see exactly where everything's at.
Stud finding. Huh? Oh yeah.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Well, there was a light behind the drywall.
Well, yeah, we got ours, and it was before.
This is your home.
It was framing stage.
Okay.
So we got to see it like all wood before walls went up. But what we didn't get an inspection because we didn't know. But we just had a leak.
You weren't your agent yet, right?
No.
So if you were your agent, you would know.
Yes, I would have known what to look out for. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But we had a leak just not too long ago from upstairs. So we had to cut out our big part of our ceiling. And they covered up a can light that was supposed to be there. And
was there a light bulb in it?
No, everything was was ready there.
So it wasn't like the light was on behind the drywall all these years?
No. Yeah. And so now we have extra light, but we're like, we had no idea.
That's why the pre-drywall walk is so awesome. If you have a chance to do it, that's pretty cool.
Definitely something I'm going to be recommending and doing moving forward.
Yep. We also recommend doing your research on the builder's reputation. So all builders are different. I think that the thing is, and read the reviews, but I think the thing that's also important to know, and I've told clients this, is like each community is built by people. Yes, there's the company that builds it, but there's also the superintendents and the contractors and the subcontractors. So like you can have you can hear of a community that there was a bad experience, and that might have been it may not have been the company, it may have been the superintendent that was building that community, or the subcontractors that were building it,
or sales staff. It's different.
It's different to different. So definitely do your research, but take it with a grain of salt, because the superintendent that is building that community is really where
and it's different across the board.
Reputation.
Yeah. And some people might just be, a lot of times I do find that with new constructions is they want it to be perfect, but it's also, you're not doing a custom build.
Yeah.
And so you have to understand that their job is to get these houses done as fast as possible. And so there's things that are still going to be imperfection.
They're built by people by hand.
Yep.
They're not built by machines.
Just being open to that.
Yep. Do get everything in writing. Yep. So, you'll
in the addendums.
Yeah. So you can, I've had experiences where the sales team will be like, yeah, we can do that. But if it's not in writing, it's not guaranteed. And the contract even says like anything that is said to you is not promise. That's not a promise. It has to be in writing, signed and agreed to by everyone, because the salesperson is the salesperson for the builder. They're not the builder. They're not the owner. Yes, they can make some decisions, but they're not the final say. So everything needs to be in writing. And again, that's why it's important to have one of us helping you, because we're going to make sure that any promises that are made get put in writing, so that those promises can be held. We can hold them accountable.
For sure. And then what's also fun is you get to see your home be built. You got to go. I remember ours, we were every week. One time I think we were like every day, drive by. Like it's such an exciting thing, but it's cool to be able to see the process of your home being built.
Yeah, the progress. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. And it does take time. And sometimes things don't change day from day or week from week. And that's because they may be waiting for an inspection. So you also just know that you get to watch the process, but sometimes the process doesn't move as quickly as you want.
Yeah. And that's because things have to pass.
Yeah. That's inspection. And that's what you want. You want them to pass inspection.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I think that was it. I think it was a lot of information, but I think the biggest misconceptions is you can have an agent. It doesn't change the purchase price or anything like that. You can negotiate. Yep. Despite what they have on their flyers and the price of the home, there is still negotiation. And just like resale, where you can negotiate and try to get a better deal or what you need. And then there's different incentives for each builder. Each builder has their own qualifications, things like that. Yep. But do you still get people pre-approved prior to taking them to look at a new construction? Yeah. So we still do the same process as we would if you were going to buy resale or new construction. I still
do a buyer consultation and then get them pre-approved and then go buyer consultation before we do anything.
Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah.
We missed each other as being back in our little, we like to say our studio, but we love it here. Thanks for tuning in. We hope this information was super helpful, that you were able to learn something. And then also I just want to kind of wrap up with some fireworks shows. As we're saying, be super, super careful. Do not
be a firecracker. Would you call it a firecracker lighter starter?
Family? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't be that this year. It's too dry.
But tomorrow there's going to be Coors Filch, starting the fireworks go off around 9:30, 10, maybe even a little earlier. But you can buy tickets. I don't know if tickets are sold out to get out there and watch the game and then go afterward. Dick's Sporting Good has a show tomorrow. And then for Saturday, Thornton at Carpenter Park Fields, Westminster City Park, North Glen, E.B. Raines Jr. Memorial Park, Inglewood, Littleton, Bellevue, and Cornerstone Parks. And then again, Coors Field, Dick's Sporting Goods. And then there's going to also be a show in Fort Lupton.
Yep. I know a lot of shows have been canceled this year because it's been so dry. So just double check. Check the websites before you start driving somewhere and make sure that they're still happening if that's what you're looking to do.
Yeah.
So, and whatever you do, have fun, be
safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive.
Yes.
And I hope so everybody has a good weekend.
Yeah. Have a good weekend. Have a good holiday.
Yeah.
All right. Then, should we talk about what we're doing next?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to be off the next 2 weeks. We know that the summer schedule is a little off. So we'll be back. And that's because I'm going on vacation, like we said. So July 23rd, Thursday, July 23rd, we'll be back with a special guest. We're going to be talking about what it takes to get into real estate, what it's like to have a career in real estate, why we both decided to hold our real estate license and our businesses here at this office.
Yep.
So again, we'll have a special guest. That will be season 1 finale for Spill the Tea, Build the Block.
Yes.
I can't believe we're coming to the end of season 1 already.
It will be our 13th episode. And then we're going to have season 2 rolling out.
Yeah, I think we're getting renewed for season 2. So stay tuned for information about that.
Yeah. And thanks for everybody that's continuously tuned in and supported, has engaged. We appreciate you all. And
yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you to all the guests that have come on season 1. And we're excited for season 2. We have a lot of big ideas and big things coming for season 2. Again, if you're interested in working with one of us, or if you have questions for one of us or both of us, fill out the form that will be in the chat, in the comment section. Like, subscribe, follow, share. We're really trying to grow our Spill the Tea, Build the Block audience. Follow me and subscribe on YouTube at Beston Homes Team, also on Instagram and Facebook. And then Salin.
I'm the same. I'm Salin, Colorado, across the board on all social medias.
And YouTube.
Hit
that subscribe button.
I'm working on the YouTube, but I'm there on YouTube.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button. So again, so excited. Thank you for doing this with us. Thank you for doing this with me. This has been fun. I've had a lot of fun.
I've had
we have
a lot
one
of
more
fun
episode this season, but this is awesome.
Excited. Thank you.
All right. Thanks to our producer, Josh.
Yes, he's still, he's learning it. We're all learning it together.
If you have questions, any lending questions, Josh is our wonderful producer. And if you fill out that form, if you have a question for Josh, just put it in there that it's for Josh, and we'll send you his way.
Yeah.
All right. Until next time.
We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.